I'm Quinn and this is my partner Alex.
I quit my job as a doctor to become my wife's PA. Quinn is a spicy content creator. Quinn wears the pants in our relationship.
I'm very bossy and I have very strong personality.
It's the Quinn show.
When we met, I was a dancer and Alex was a doctor. People thought of me as a gold digger. It will never work. She's used to people throwing money at her. One of the hardest reactions that we've ever dealt with was Alex's mum.
There's a lot of work into becoming a doctor, so for you to kick you to the curb, I didn't see this as your future. When I met her, actually was the stuff of heart attacks.
Alex does all sorts of things for me. I see him as like my personal problem solver. Like anytime I have a problem, I tell him my problem and he just sorts it out.
Quinn wears the pants in our relationship at the end of the day.
But sometimes Alex does make more decisions than me.
I think I make a lot of the decisions with what you want in mind.
Yeah.
We first met when Quinn was working as a dancer in a club in Melbourne.
And Alex was a customer. I met so many people through work, and to be honest, looking back on it, I realized that I was kind of subconsciously looking for someone that I would eventually marry. He was really tall and attractive.
We've been together for 7 years, married for 5.
We do get a lot of judgment for our relationship. When we met, Alex was a doctor and a lot of people thought of me as a gold digger. Imagine how many laps she went through before finding her soulmate lap. It will never work. She's used to people throwing money at her.
I never really felt jealous about other men seeing her when she was at work. I knew she was mine.
Lost all his hair from the excitement.
I did lose my hair about a year into our relationship, so why serve society as a doctor where you can make bank in a spicy content industry?
That one really says it all. One of the hardest reactions that we've ever dealt with was actually from Alex's mum. She definitely didn't want us to get married. Her opinion and belief was based on, me working in the adult industry, and I can't take that back and I wouldn't want to. I'm actually really proud of my work in this industry and proud of what I've achieved.
Those opinions were already made before she even met you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the really hard thing.
There was nothing that could be done to change that. At the end of the day, I'm gonna side with her. We're gonna call my mum today to have a chat with her about our relationship.
I'm nervous about speaking to Alex's mum today.
Hey, Mum.
Hi, how are you guys? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Mum. How are you?
I like your hair. This is a new color.
Yeah, it's a new color. It's my natural color. Thank you.
Alex has gone back to nature.
I've got
He was born.
my only option. I think I was born with more hair than this, wasn't I? When you first met Quinn, what were your thoughts and what you were worried about?
Well, when I met her, actually was the best thing, because before I met her was the stuff of heart attacks. But she speaks well, presents well, she's intelligent. This was my concerns, really.
I have a PhD, by the way. Just want to get that out there. I actually am also a doctor. I have a PhD in medical research, which is pretty significant, but everybody likes to overlook that and just call me a dancer.
PhD salaries are so terribly low that she generally couldn't afford to live, so she started doing that and then found she actually preferred it to working in a lab and transitioned fully into that career once she finished her PhD.
I didn't see this as your future.
Yeah.
I didn't see a business and, success, and then you giving up work and becoming an assistant.
So how did you feel when I told you that I'd stopped working as a doctor altogether?
I mean, you're an intelligent guy. You're super smart, and you wouldn't have taken that decision lightly. So it's fine. I mean, that's your path. That's what you chose to do. There's a lot of work into becoming a doctor, so.
Yeah.
Well, you're both doctors, so it's basically.
Yeah.
She's more doctor than you.
She's more doctor than me, yeah. I decided to quit my job as a doctor because at a certain point it just didn't make sense anymore. I was going to work and working for a wage, and it just wasn't enough to justify the time that I could have been spending helping Quinn. I was basically wasting time and money by going to work as a doctor.
So for about 3 years, Alex and I have been running Blue Rose Talent together, which is a management agency that helps spicy content creators. People hear that Alex works for me and they assume that I'm like controlling or that I mistreat him or, you know, I've kind of forced him into this.
So Quinn bought me this car for my birthday this year actually, top of the line. It's probably the best birthday present I've ever gotten. She definitely spoils me quite often. Before that I was the primary breadwinner and suddenly she was like, oh okay, I've actually got to do this, it's all on me now.
It was a lot more pressure.
You put a lot of work in that, and for you to kick it to the curb, I'm sure you thought about it a lot. So
I did. So how do you feel about us as a couple now, all these years later?
I think you're strong together. I think you complement each other. I think Quinn needs to tolerate a lot because, you know, the easiest and simplest guy. It seems to work for you guys. I mean, this is the business you do together. Yeah, live together, work together. I couldn't do that. Like, it's a lot.
It is a lot. All right, thanks Mum.
Thank you.
Alright,
Thanks
good
so
to
much
see
for
you.
the call. If you're in any way associated with the adult industry, people are always going to have things to say. No one ever takes us seriously when we say, oh yeah, we have a business. They're like, oh, you know, you're in the spicy content industry. That doesn't count. As Quinn's PA, you never really know what I'm going to be doing on a given day. Some days I'm editing content. Some days I'm organizing schedules, chasing things up, chasing her up to get to work and make content, which is a large part of my job.
We train every day.
I am definitely Quinn's personal trainer as well as her PA.
He's living the dream.
That is the dream, honestly.
What's your dream?
It's definitely my dream.
Not everyone's dream.
Quinn has changed my life for the better in every way. Like, I can't point to one part of my life that she hasn't made better. I just feel like my life's complete now.
He makes me so happy. You know, I know that he's always there for me and I never really have to worry about anything. We're a team and everything we do together. He's such a sweetie and he's a really good dad to our dogs.
What I love the most, I genuinely can't point to one thing. I love everything about her, even the things that are really annoying.
I love everything about Alex. He's just my other half. To all the haters out there, we really don't care. We're happy, we're in love, so how about mind your own business? If we're happy with each other, then who cares about the rest?